Right, originally I was using a microphone for this. Let's just check to see if I'm using one. I'm not, thank God. But that didn't work out at all. So yeah, microphone. Well, I couldn't find a place to put the microphone. I mean, the microphone works fine. It's actually for a karaoke machine that my grandfather has. But see, where'd the end go? The jack. Whoa, no. The audio jack thingy won't fit in the, it's too small for the jack on the karaoke machine, so, it can't work. I mean, my dad has a little thingy put on this, like, it goes on top of it and makes it bigger. I'm just gonna stop talking about microphones and stuff right now. Did I tell you that I didn't see The Hobbit? I feel like I didn't 2 weeks ago. I might have. I probably did. But I did see all the Lord of the Rings movies over Saturday this weekend. Okay, so on Friday night, Dad was like, I want to watch a movie, and Mom had gotten the Lord of the Rings movies from the library, and I've never seen them, but I wanted to see them because it's something you have to do when you're a nerd. You kind of have to see the Lord of the Rings movies and like comic books like that, and watch Doctor Who and like Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff. It's just kind of a thing when you're a nerd. But by the way, so I was like, oh, well, we can watch The Fellowship of the Ring, and he's like, okay. So we watched that, and he'd actually read the books back in the 70s, because my dad's half a century old. He's not, I mean, I don't think 50's old, but he does, so I'll just see when I get that old. Anyways, so he hadn't read them or done anything Lord of the Rings related for like 30 years until now, and he rather liked it, and he kept spouting off Dungeons and Dragons information, because my dad is a nerd. He's a complete nerd, okay? He's a geek and he's a nerd, and it's funny because this thing came out from, yeah, but and he kept spouting off Dungeons and Dragons information about stuff in The Hobbit, and he's talking not Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. He was talking about halflings and elves, and he was like, is that dude like a half-elf? We were talking about Legolas. I just called him Lego throughout, like, I just called him Lego, so, so, I wonder if this is going to be HD, because I'm using a different setting. It might be. It says 30p. I don't know what that means. I need to learn camera lingo. So anyways, yeah, he kept spouting off information, and then yesterday, he, was like, okay, go practice piano, and then we can watch the, Two Towers. And so I went practice piano after a bit of mumbling on my part, because it was dark, and I do have an irrational fear of the dark, which partly is attributed to Doctor Who. Thank you, Doctor Who, for making me afraid of the dark. See, when I was like Charlotte's age, younger than Charlotte, I was like 5, I was frightened of the dark, and I was terrified of it, and that's why I hid this guy. Well, there's a story that goes along with this guy, but I will tell you that at a later date. I love this guy. I actually don't need to sleep with him anymore, but it's just out of habit. 'Cause look at him. Could you say no to this face? Could you? Could you? So don't judge me. I still sleep with teddy bears. I'm at that age where it's cool to still sleep with teddy bears, I think. So anyways, we were watching the Two Towers, and then it came to the part where they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, and I was like, hold on, because my dad was about to walk out and get something to eat or something, and I was like, hold on, it's the part. He's like, what? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. I'd been waiting for that part for the entire first movie. Oh, and I finally got the "You shall not pass" thing. I almost cried when Gandalf fell, because Lord of the Rings gives me feels. Oh, by the way, I ship Aragorn and Legolas, and I ship Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn as a bro TP. A 3-way bro TP. They're bros. And then I ship Sam and Frodo as just Sam and Frodo. They were like a bro TP for 5 minutes for me, and then it was like, nope, it's an OTP. So, anyways, then after we finished the Two Towers, I was like, okay, he's gonna want to go to bed, because my dad, it was like 10, and then my dad's like, nope, let's put on the next moon. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, there's another one, right? Let's watch it. So we stayed up until like 1 in the morning, just watching the over 3 hours Return of the King. And I cried at the end, okay? Because I'd seen that part, and I was so confused when I saw it in Glen Canyon. But, because I just came on, we were flipping through TV channels at Glen Canyon in a hotel room, and that came on, and it said Star Wars was on next. That was it. Star Wars was coming on next, and I kind of wanted to see that, so it was just like, no, let's watch this, because this looks interesting, more interesting than Glen Canyon news. So we watched The Hobbits, and I was so confused, like, why is that one leaving and stuff? Because it was the part where, you know, I won't spoil anything, I promise. I was like, what is going on? Why are they sad? Isn't this supposed to be happy? No, Lord of the Rings isn't happy. It's all death and violence and sadness and feelings and craze. And death. And, okay, so throughout the Return of the King, like, you know how it focuses on Aragorn and the humans, and like Pippin and Merry were in the movie more than Frodo was, okay? And I was like, wasn't there a ring involved in this? And my dad was like, yeah, I think so. And then finally, the whole ring business got settled. But in all honesty, it was wonderful. I liked it, and I am ready to see The Hobbit. Whenever. Because, like, 2 people, the girl who was supposed to take me to The Hobbit was like, you know what, I will buy you the DVD. And before that, like, the night before I had to go back to school, my friend Emma was like, okay, then fine. If you have no other way of seeing The Hobbit, I will buy you the DVD. Okay? 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 Because I was so depressed. I still am. Because it's Morgan Freeman. How could you not see Morgan Freeman? I'm making myself sad again. I'm just gonna strum this ukulele. Whoa. I untuned it. No, I untuned it. That's not how it's supposed to sound. The G. Is this the C string? I don't think this is the C string. This is G. This is A. This is E. So this is C. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I got this for my birthday, and I have not taken time. I don't have time to learn how to play this thing, so I keep playing the C chord. See, if I go, I'm gonna go tune this again. I tuned it yesterday. I keep messing with the strings on it. Well, I tuned it yesterday because every time I take it out of that box that it's in over there, it comes untuned, and I'm just like, well, it doesn't come untuned. It just, I have to make sure it's tuned. So, that's not how it's supposed to sound. Maybe, oh fudge. The string hopped. Maybe I should just turn off the camera and work with this thing. gonna turn the camera off now. Bye, guys. Oh, one more thing. So, this is just a little thing that Emma came up with. I talk about Emma a lot. So, she mentioned something about a classic rock collab channel. Bye!